I just want to do a real quick video about how I kind of gather things up to make a project. I'm just curious, leave in the comments below if anybody else does this, because I kind of get out tools, things that I do that I use almost every time, except for maybe the pencils. I don't always color. Then I get out different, like I choose a paper, but actually this paper has a lot of black in it, and somehow I end up pulling out a bunch of browns and tans and taupes. So I might have to rethink the paper. But I kind of went through, because what I'm doing, let me back up, is I'm making a recipe book. And I kind of did like a flip book that you could do, that you could make into a recipe book before. And I ended up sending that to Tina as a gift. But this is like an actual recipe book. So I had an idea. I found this stamp here at the thrift store. And I think it's to make a box, or maybe, I'm not sure. But like, I was going to use it maybe this way and make this like the template to write your recipe. But I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like maybe the ingredients here and then the directions here. Or make it to where it like folds and then you have to pull it up. I'm not quite sure. But I found that was kind of my general idea. And then I just pulled out a bunch of things that I have, tags, ribbon, and this is really cute. This is another one of those Pauladine. It has tomatoes and stuff in it. I think these will work really cute in some way, maybe for the title of the recipe on those. These stickers I pulled out, some stickers, these metal pieces, and you can see I kind of went for more brown type browns and tans. So like I said, I might have to rethink this paper, but let me sit down and show you. This isn't like a process video or anything. I'm just kind of showing you my thought process and what I would pull out. And I'm curious to know if anybody else does it like this, where you just kind of make a mess with things that kind of you think go together with the picture you have in your head of what you want to try to make, and you pull it all out and you just kind of go with it. I'm very curious if anybody else does that. But let me know with everything that I showed up here. This is the paper that I showed her that I would probably make her book with, and she really liked it, but it's all kind of, there's black in it instead of browns. So I'm not really sure, but the like chicken paper that I have, that was the French Country or whatever from Tuesday Morning, she didn't like that, which I thought that would be perfect for another recipe book, but she didn't like it. She liked this. So I don't know, I might be having to revamp what I pulled out, unless I just kind of, you know, chose these more yellows. I mean, I could use the browns with the like blues and these, you know, and then maybe that, and then like maybe just distress it to where it kind of matches a little more with all the browns and stuff I pulled out. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I was wanting to use these yellows, which that would work if I use these yellow tones, which makes me think of like a country kitchen, you know. So I was thinking these yellow papers. The brown would go with that, even if there's a pop of black, right? I would think so. But yeah, that's kind of my thought, was to go with these, like this one and the other ones I just showed you, that one, that one. It just reminds me of like a pretty country kitchen. So that was my thought process, and if I use that, then yeah, I would think that it would go with the brown tones that I pulled out. Yeah, anyways, that's my thought process anyways. And this one reminded me of like an old time tablecloth. So even though I pulled out a bunch of brown stuff, I probably will incorporate this too, because I really like that. It just made me think of like, you know, the old like 50s style yellow and black country kitchen. I don't know. Anyways, there is no like rhyme or reason to this video. I'm just curious if you guys do the same thing, show you kind of the direction I'm going. And I'm gonna get to work on this now. So I probably will use this and use the yellow tones. So let me know what you think, because I think the yellow tones with like this, and even with some of those stickers back there, and of course this is like an aged kind of ribbon that I was thinking about using, and everything else can be kind of distressed, and then these are, you know, yeah, I think that would work. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you also just yank a bunch of stuff out and do it like this. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.